Bonjour, all. We are live. Happy Saturday. Happy New Year's Eve for those that celebrate that. And so excitingly for me, happy Kaumba Habaragani. For those that celebrate Kwanzaa, we are in the day of Kaumba, which is creativity, and my absolute favorite day of Kwanzaa. I really love a lot of them, but Kumba is one of the favorites for me, creativity. I want to give great thanks to everyone who's tuning in today. We have had so many delays in getting started today. Mercury is definitely in retrograde, and it is serious. It's been serious. Just stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff, which is why we needed to ensure that we got up in here with each other today. So blessing, praise, power. I almost did not get on at all today. I was going back and forth like, do I just postpone it till tomorrow? Because beautiful rising, yes. Because some of you know I've been a vegetarian for 20 years, since I was 16 years old. And I got some cross contamination at a restaurant last night. And whenever that happens, I get so sick. So I was sick all night. I'm so tired this morning, no rest, running on E. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it together for this moment. But then I was like, guys, it is the last moment of 2022. And I'd be daggone if I give that moment up, if I let that moment go, if I do not take this moment for all it is for us together to have. So I am pushing through because I'm still feeling extremely fatigued, a little bit shaky with my stomach. I'm still healing, but I said, come hell, come high water. Right? We're going to be up in getting this last moment because this has been a year. I have shared so much in all of these moments about the weight of this year, the volume of all that I've experienced. And my thing is, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I said, what I'm not going to do is give 2022 my last moment of the year, my last Saturday of the year. Did I say Friday? I meant to say Saturday. My last moment of the year. We're going to get it. We need it. So let us go ahead and rejoice. I promise that no matter what you're going through today, no matter what this week has brought, and this week has brought a lot of shenanigans for me, whatever it is, we are going to take a moment. We're going to have a moment. We're going to walk into a new year cleansed and free. I don't know what your plans are tonight. If you're going to church, if you're going to watch a ball drop, if you're going to a party, if you're going to be intimate and celebrating Kwanzaa like me and my crew, whatever you're doing, when the clock strikes midnight, I want you to take the moment to have an intentional space that you live in that moment, to have an intentional space. No matter what you're going to worry about the moment after, what you were worried about the moment before, I want you to make sure that when 2023 greets you and you say, hi, my name is Slim Shady. When you say, hi, my name is joy. My name is hope. My name is abundance. My name is fulfillment. My name is peace. My name is stability. Do not greet 2023 saying, I am stressed. I am tired. I am sick. I am worried. I am hurt. I am ill. I am depressed. I am divorced. I am diseased. Don't greet it like that. Do not greet 2023 like that. I am here. I am present. I am full of joy. I am full of possibility. I am full of potential. I am full of greatness. Have been endowed with greatness, okay? And look, y'all, I'm looking at me today, okay? I'm saying this as somebody that very much is physically feeling shaky because of last night, emotionally, spiritually, financially, getting it all together all the time. So I'm not preaching from the pulpit today. I'm sitting in the pew with you. And I'm saying this is how we're doing it. This is how it's going down, okay? And it starts right here, this moment, with your moment at the top of the morning. You're setting your intention already to say it's going to be that type of day. It's going to be that type of atmosphere. I am going to close one chapter gracefully. I am going to close this chapter intentionally. I am going to close this chapter holistically, bravely, courageously, not going out defeated. 2023 will not find me with a white flag. 2023 will find me with my cape flowing. Will find me with my hands lifted. Will find me on my knees giving praise and giving thanks, okay? However you got to get there, you're starting right here today. So I am so grateful for you tuning in, for your energy. I want to thank you all for the success of a Moment of Harmony this year. I have come so far from my Facebook days into my YouTube platform, ventured into it for the first time, and have had so much success, so much networking, meeting so many great and wonderful things. And we have great plans for our Moment of Harmony moving into 2023. I had a rebranding strategy meeting this week. We're getting what is it called? A graphic designer involved. A longtime friend of mine is going to be getting us fancy with notification bells and subscription. It's going to be nice. We're going to be upgrading our name and our identity. We are just going to take healing to another level. And it has been because of your great love and dedication to healing, to growth, and to being reciprocal to the energy that pours into you, that prays for you, that fasts for you, that thanks for you. And I'm saying, look at where we are coming. And guess what? Even more exciting than where we've come from is where we're going, guys. We're going great places. I give you so much love, honor, and respect for what we've been able to accomplish and where we're going with everything. Now, what is today's moment about? Because we finished a 32-week series. We have a prayer and purge next Saturday on January the 7th. We are meeting in person for our first annual, or the third annual, but the first time in person prayer and purge. I'm so excited about what that success is going to look like, the healing that's going to take place in the space, the individuals that are going to connect and get together to touch and agree on 2023. I know you're ready, beautiful. I am so ready with you. I am so in need. Changes are definitely going down. So in preparation for next Saturday, because we won't be virtually live, because we're going to be getting it on and popping with an in-person prayer and purge. And I'm going to make sure that the notifications are present here in YouTube, also on my Facebook platform, that I'm constantly sending out those reminders to let you know what it's going to look like next week as we are in person. So during our in-person prayer and purge, we're going to be majorly focusing on three things: via activity, dialogue, prayer, right? We're going to be focused on reflecting, releasing, and resetting. Reflecting, releasing, and resetting. Reflecting, releasing, resetting. We're focusing on those things because we will be. The whole point of it is to reset ourselves, regather ourselves, and to also revamp those parts of us that are great and good, that have worked for us, that are growing and will continuously work for us, but also resetting those things that didn't. And when I tell y'all, I keep talking to y'all about it, I am going to have the reset of this century. When I tell you all knew everything for me in 2023, but you can't just walk into newness. You can't just walk up into greatness, because newness and greatness is going to be requiring a new and upgraded version of yourself, and that means a work. So we are doing a in-person moment series today. In this episode today, we are doing a in-person Moment of Harmony, Pray and Purge. So this is the pre-purge, guys. Today is actually our pre-purge. So thank you for joining me. And if anything got in your way of you getting here today, because that means you were even more intentional, or even more destined to get your greatness, get some contribution, get some agreement on today. And I know most of my viewers, my supporters, my engagers, mainly watch the moments back throughout the week. I get it. I am busier than a little bit. I totally understand. So even if you were drawn to this video, drawn to this moment at some point throughout the week, know that it is intentional for the reflection, the releasing, and the resetting of where you're going. So let's get this party started. Right. Okay? So y'all always know I do have to mess with my stuff. So reflecting, releasing, and resetting. This is what our in-person prayer and purge. Also, just a quick reminder, it's the last day for registration. December 31st, registration will close today. All of those that are registered will get their confirmation details this weekend. So but where we're going is we're reflecting, we're releasing, we're resetting, and this is what it's going to look like for us, right? Because these are words, these are ideas, these are mindsets that we hear all the time. Reflect. What was it? Whitley. Remember Whitley in A Different World used to be like, relax, relate, release. Right? And it's been so cliche. Many years later, we've been hearing that over and over and over again. And I'm saying we hear these words, but I want us to feel these words. I want us to embody these words, these places of being, these things, these actions, right? These expressions. I want us to not just know them, but to be them so that we genuinely have them and they're concrete and set with us throughout all of the remainder of the year. We are going to have a great year, guys. We have much more growing to do, much more learning to do, much more healing to do. But guess what? We are in a different place to do the different things because of what we've done so far. So, reflection, okay? We are going to be celebrating Kwanzaa today. I have so much still to do, and I still feel on the half. So, that's not going to be a very long moment. But I want us to get ready, okay? Reflecting. We're in our pre-purge. Reflecting as we begin to move into a new stage of life. The next 365 of our solar, moving around our solar return. I want us to think about reflection in a very divine healing way. A lot of time when we say, oh, I was reflecting on, or I was in reflection, we're thinking about remembering. We're thinking about going back over thoughts, days, actions, events. And in a way, reflecting has those components to it. But reflection is divinely intentional when we talk about it in the realm of healing. We don't reflect just to recall. We don't reflect just to go over the facts or the details. And a lot of us make that mistake in healing. We just keep going over the details. We go over the conversations. We go over the worries. We go over the trauma. We go over the pain. We go over the abuse. We go over the rejection. We go over we go over and over and over, and we say that we're reflecting. I am in reflection. That is not how reflection works in the realm of healing. We intentionally go back through where we were with revision in mind to get us where we need to be. So when we reflect, I want us to keep in mind that I'm thinking about my childhood trauma in a way of how to regroup to get where I need to be today. It's not to make me cry per se. If that's a result, that's okay. It's not to make me angry. It's not to make me bitter. I did not reflect on anything if when I come out of the reflection, I am not better. You only remembered. Okay? I want us to keep that in mind as we get ready for our prayer and purge next week, because we got work to do to get where we got to go. If you reflected and you did not come out of your reflection more evolved, more understanding of the situation, of the historical moment in your life, you only were remembering, you only were rehashing, okay? You were reliving, but you were not reflecting. Because again, reflection is life homework. I'm going into this with great intention on what it is I'm looking for. I know where I am today. Therefore, I'm reflecting on this conversation. I'm reflecting on this text message. I'm reflecting on this encounter. I'm going back through the feelings that I might not have been present in. I'm going back through the background noise within myself that I may not have allowed myself to be present in when it's happening. I am not just going back. Sankofa is a word that is used by us culturally, used it's as an Adinkra symbol. Sankofa means to go back and get. Go back and get. A lot of us use that are, deeply ingrained in our culture, really intentionally seeking self, learning self, growing self. Sankofa yourself. Sankofa means go back and get. That is reflection. Don't just go back. Because a lot of us say, okay, well, yeah, today, I can't talk to people. Or today, I have so many triggers. Today, I have so much worry. Today, I have so much. I want to go back. I want to just see where that came from. I want to explore it. But if you don't go back and get, you are not in true healing mode. If you're not going back to reflect, I'm not sitting in this moment to hear what was said to me. I remember what was said to me. I'm not going back to sit in this moment to talk about what I should have said. I know what I should have said, what I should have done. I know now how I could have reacted. I'm going back in this moment to see who I could have become. Had I been more intentional, had I been more deliberate, had I been more present, I'm going back to become who I am today. Reflection. Reflection happens in journaling. It happens in discussion and dialogue and healing circles. A lot of my personal healing sessions, I'm going through the steps of intentional healing reflection. So as we greet 2023, as we walk into different versions of ourselves, as we revamp our entire, like I keep telling y'all, it's all new everything for me in 2023. Y'all, if you can think about it, I'm getting a new one of it. Okay? New mindset, new approaches, new environment, it's all going down. And I can't get there unless I go where I've already been to Sankofa, to reflect, to go back and get, to go back and gain a new perspective, go back and gain a new directive, go back and gain the lesson that was intended for that moment. I need to go back into some of the most painful places I've been. I also need to go back into some of the most joyful places I've been. It all was teaching me. I've been listening to Kelly Price, It Will Rain. Now, y'all know I'm 36 years old now. I'm almost a month away from 37, moving towards my late 30s. And I am intentionally growing, just like many of you, right? We're in this thing intentionally. Ride or die, it's going to happen. We're going to grow. And you know that when you're doing your work, you watch things, you hear things, you're in conversations differently. That It Will Rain, Kelly Price, hit me all types of different this week. Now listen to it 100 times. But this is what she says. She says, it will rain. Pain will come. There will be dark times, But she says this at the end. She says, count it all joy. My absolute favorite and most transformative lyric of the song. Count it all joy. It's going to hurt. People are going to leave you. This is going to get real. Okay, it's life. Count it all joy. What that means is that it is all meant for your greatness. So I'm going back to my great moments because it's going to go towards my greater moments. It also is contributing to my greater moments. But I'm going back to those dark moments. I'm going back to those lonely moments. I'm going back to those chaotic moments. I'm going back to those frustrating moments because I can't count it all joy if it's not accounted for. Sometimes we don't want to reflect. We don't want to Sankofa. We don't want to go back and get nothing. It's like, leave it there. I don't want to have a conversation with that person. I don't want to go back and watch that video. I don't even want to look at these pictures. I don't want to. That makes me think of my big brother, Majestic. Happy birthday, Jesse. The mind of an Aquarius. My big brother's birthday is today. And it made me think about him today because my big brother used to get mad. He is such a Capricorn. And y'all know when they are up, they are up. But when they are down, because I have two Cap daughters. Happy birthday, beautiful and lovely. Turning 4 and 14 yesterday and the day before. I'm tired, y'all. Send help. But my brother's birthday is today. When we were children, or younger, because, there's like a 10-year age difference with me and my brother. 9 years. When we were younger, my big brother would get mad, go through these bouts of depression. Oh, the king of drama. He would cut all of his self. This is no lie. He would cut his images out of all of our family pictures. And my mother used to keep a tub of pictures. This is why I'm such a picture junkie today. Well, my mother, my grandmothers, both my grandma, I got it honestly. I'm a picture junkie. And I got big bags from back in the day when you used to go process film. And now in my phone, like 3,000 pictures because I keep printing them out. It's a thing. But my mom used to keep this big bin. Can't even put it. And it was full of our pictures. And my brother would get depressed. He would get sad. He would go through his stuff. Nobody loves him. Everyone hates him. Everybody knows a Capricorn. I'm just joking. And everyone loves a Capricorn. And he would cut himself and his face out of our family pictures. And of course, my mother would hit the fan and try to absolutely murder him. But my thing is, I'm so upset. I'm so angry. I'm so in my feelings. I'm so down about anything that's happening that I don't even want to see myself in my past. I don't even want to see myself in what I've gone through. You can't count it all joy if those moments aren't accounted for. You go ahead and try to remove yourself from your history. Now, I'm not trying to say don't replace yourself. Don't reposition yourself. Do that. Do that. Do that. You cannot remove yourself from your past. And so many of us are bumping our heads up against a brick wall, killing ourselves, dying, trying to remove ourselves from bad marriages, bad situation, broken relationships, rapes, violations, lies, manipulation. We're just like, we don't even want to be a part of our past. If your past is not accounted for, you can't go back to those moments and take out what it was for. It sits like a brick in your spirit, useless but heavy. It sits like a brick in your spirit, useless but heavy. I'm with Miss Price. Count it all joy. Yes, the fatherless daughter, the fatherless child, the abandoned children's mother, all of those, I'm counting it all joy. It did not feel good. It doesn't feel good. It wasn't great. But guess what? It made me who I am today. Guess what? It put me on the path I'm destined to be on. Guess where it's sending me where I'm supposed to be. Guess what's going to stop me? Nothing. Because guess what has stopped me? Nothing. Because I'm reflecting. You will not. I don't care how hard you try, the transgressions that have been made against you, or even the transgressions you've made against others. You cannot remove yourself from your past. You will waste your life and your time. You will hurt your relationships and yourself trying to pretend that you don't need to go back and get. Reflection. Reflection is homework. It is going back intentionally, purposefully, courageously, powerfully. So when you guys are going back, because everybody's reflecting over the year, everybody's going back. Who transitioned? What took place? How much did you grow? How much did you change? How much did you accomplish? Reflect responsibly. As we are in our pre-purge today, reflect responsibly. Reflect responsibly. Okay? And like I'm going into 2023, like Miss Kelly Price, count it all joy. Okay? It did rain. Look, this is the remix to Kelly. So it did rain. Pain did come. Troubles did. And look, challenges did. Counted it all joy. Y'all, I'm gonna keep doing this. This is gonna keep irritating me because it's the hips. I keep telling y'all, I get it all straight and it's all pretty. Then I sit these thunder thighs down in this chair and it does things like that. Keep on wrinkling up my blanket. But reflect responsibly. Reflect, release, reset. Okay, our pray and purge in person next week. Last day for registration. Get your registrations in. Reserve your space in the place because the next thing we're doing next week outside of reflecting, we're reflecting first. We are releasing next. We are releasing. This is what I want us to focus on as it pertains to releasing. As many of us are setting ourselves up to be in a releasing space, let some things go, we have some misconceptions about releasing that are not helping us. When we release, we think we are releasing a circumstance, a situation, or a person. I am here to tell you in this moment of harmony on this, 31st day of December in the year of 2022, Western calendar, I am here to tell you, releasing is not about anything outside yourself. Y'all tired of me saying that, aren't y'all? Everyone's saying, I'm releasing this job. I'm releasing this environment. I'm releasing this toxic relationship. Let me tell you something. When you release, we must do that. There's only one thing you release, yourself. You don't release the job. You release yourself from the job. You don't release the toxic relationship. You release yourself from the toxic relationship. You don't release the old dreams or old behaviors. You release yourself. We get caught up. We get tired. We give up. We backtrack because we say we're going to release. And we think we need to let go of all these things like we're holding them. But that is not how energy works. We don't hold energy, we connect to it. We don't hold energy, we connect to it, which means that I can't let these things go. I have to release myself from these things. Y'all got where I'm going? Y'all got it, Ashe? I can't say, well, in 2023, I'm releasing everything that doesn't serve me. I'm releasing myself from everything that doesn't serve me. Okay? For example, I would always say, everyone knows that I've had a very turbulent relationship with both my parents. One is absent, one just in great deal of healing and growing and just had a very tough, rough upbringing. And it has spilled over in a number of different ways. Love them both. Respect and blessings towards them both. I wouldn't be here without them and who they are. but turbulent relationship. That's the reality of it. Very turbulent with them both. I cannot say, well, I'm releasing my daddy issues, or I'm releasing my fears of abandonment or rejection. Or I'm releasing my fear of abuse and, these things. I have to release myself. So there is a time when I feel like I have to be a good daughter, even though you're not being a good parent. I have to show up even though you're not showing up for me. I have to be a good wife even though you're not being a good wife to me. That was a connection. That was an obligation I put on myself and connected me to you in that way. I came in unconditional. I came in wholeheartedly. I came into this job saying I'm going to be the best employee. I'm going to do overtime. I'm going to be. So I can't release the job. I don't own the job. I can't release my parents. I don't own them. I don't have them. Or I wouldn't be feeling the way I feel, right? I can't release this marriage. I don't have it because I wouldn't be going through this if I had it. I don't own it. I only own me. We are releasing backwards. So when we release, this is the pre-purge, y'all. As we release, oh no, my battery is gonna get ready to go out. All right, y'all, we're gonna do some hood stuff real quick. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm gonna plug in. Stay with me. You just got, look, Mercury retrograde. My battery is about to die when I didn't even know it was low. So y'all gonna sit with me for 1 second so we can close this moment out because I refuse. Stay with me. Ooh, child, 2022. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm gonna stay with you. Okay. I refuse to go out like that. Okay. We're not gonna die when I'm having my moment. Okay. So what I'm saying is that we have been releasing backwards, right? I want us to reverse the release. Reverse how you release. You do not own these things that you think you can let go of. You only own yourself. All I own is me. All I control is me. All I have is me. All that is in under my power is my mind, my thoughts, my actions. Are those things? That's all I have. When we keep saying, I'm going to release this thing, switch it on up, reverse your release. I release myself from the obligation of one-sided relationships. I release myself from my own standards. I release myself from my own regrets. Release yourself. Okay? Because I know Facebook is going to be lit up with I release this and we're releasing backwards. It's frustrating us because we said we release this relationship and then the relationship comes right back 3 months later. We getting mad, we giving up because we said we released ourselves from this temptation and the temptation comes back next week. I released that. We released it. And we're saying, well, I released the temptation. I rebuked it. I released this behavior. I released this behavior. Well, then why is it back? Because you didn't own the behavior as it pertained to something external. You only could release yourself. You only could. Now, release yourself from something and see if it comes back. I'm not going to sit up here and push this thing out. I'm not going to sit up here and break this thing down. I'm not going to sit up here with my hazmat hat on trying to break this whole situation. I'm just going to simply release myself. I give you permission to not be tied to that thing, to that energy, to that entity, to that circumstance. I release you. That's all. This job doesn't work for me. I release myself from the obligation, from the contract, from the chaos. Keep on saying, I'm going to release chaos of the job. It doesn't belong to me. How am I going to release the chaos of this job? I didn't create it, and it does not belong to me. But you know what does? Myself. I release myself from these shenanigans. I release myself from this backwardsness, this dysfunction. When we release, remember that you must reverse the release. Do not release. Don't think you can release things from you. You have to release you from things. Life, again, we are connecting. When we are engaging, when we are accepting, Ashe, we are connecting ourselves. Disconnect yourself. Release yourself. Okay? Y'all, this is so, y'all, stick with me now. Okay? Stick with me. All right. Last and final, right? We again, not a long moment. It's definitely not going to be long now because look at my electronics. I told y'all Mercury is in retrograde. How is my whole phone going to try to go on out when it's been all right? Last point. We reflect, we released, we are resetting. Y'all, I'm about to find a seat for resetting, y'all, because this is one thing we always think that we have done, right? We're always saying that we're resetting. We're always saying we renew. Yes, girl, I reset. I reset. And I'm trying to tell y'all we didn't, right? Because what we do, we took a vacation. We went and got a massage. Let me sit down for a reset. This is a big one, right? Reset. We reflect, release, and now we are resetting. A lot of us say that we reset it because we went and replaced one emotion. We talked about this in the past. We replaced one emotion with another emotion and said that we reset. We replaced one emotion with another emotion and said that we reset because we feel different. We felt new. You can recharge. You can become revitalized. But guess what recharging is? It's recharging in the same energy. It's in the same predicament. It's the same situation. We're just changing the perspective of the same situation. Think about your phone, like what we're doing right now. The phone is going out. We plug it in. We recharge it. My phone is the same. We still stayed online, right? All my text messages is going to be there. All my pictures going to be there. That's all going to... Do a mass reset on your phone. Reset your phone. Not recharge it, because we're mixing them up. Reset your phone. Mass reset. And see what happens. See, don't you have a completely blank phone? See if you don't have a picture, a text message, a screensaver the first. Right? A reset. Totally reset. And there's a lot of times where we're saying, oh, a new me, new year, new me. I'm about to reset. We're in the same environment. We've gone somewhere to fluff our emotions, gone somewhere to get some rest so that we feel less stressed, but we have not reset a daggone thing. Right? We haven't reset a daggone thing. So I'm saying that when we're going to say we are going to reset, you will be a new version of yourself. It's not that your history won't be present, but it won't weigh what it weighed. It's not that your past won't be what it was, but it won't show up for you today the way that it showed up. You cannot say that you reset yourself and you've reset your life when everything is still the same, right? You're in the same old environments. You're a part of the same old conversations. Your marriage has all the same old stagnation. Your relationship have all the same old We'll say, I reset myself. And we'll go and put ourselves in the same situation with a different person, go and leave one job and go and get the job with the same issues. You did not reset. You are only going to upset what you don't reset. If you do not reset intentionally, you need to appropriately reset. We must stop saying that we reset ourselves, because we're in the pre-purge, y'all. This is the pre-purge right now. It's going down. Meet me in my moment. is going down. We in a pre-purge. Our purge is next Saturday. Come on, people. When we get into that in-person prayer and purge, I don't want y'all walking into I've been reflecting, Mama Harmony, but you've been out here and all you've been doing is remembering. I've been releasing, Mama Harmony, and all you've been doing is frustrating yourself, trying to go and pull stuff out of you that doesn't even belong to you, that's not even in there. And then you're going to say, I am ready to reset. And really what you coming for is a feel-good moment. You want me to help you get some tears out so that you can feel a little less heavy. That's not what next week is going to be about. That's not what this pre-purge is about. I am not here to grant you any temporary relief. I am here to grant you total, or to be a part of total restoration, total transformation. I want you to face this year in a reset. New phone, who is this? What Jasmine Sullivan say? New phone, who is this? I want, when you walk through your life and you reflect, you are saying, who is this person? Who is this woman? Who is this man? Who am I? Who am I becoming? Because I don't recognize, I would have done it this way. Like I would have responded this way. I would have gone about it this way. But I am reset. I've been changed. I've been changed. You can't use my old password. Go ahead. Try it. Try to use my old triggers. Try to use my old traumas. Try to use my old ways, my immature days. Try to go ahead and go back if you want to. New password. I have been reset. Because I serve a kind and compassionate creator that resets upon request and intention. That resets upon request and divine intention. If I'm serious about it, and I'm not saying, not just reacting out of emotion. If I'm seriously saying it's time for a reset. Sometimes we just say, fix it, Lord. Fix it. He fixes it. Sometimes, I'm not saying fix my phone. That's an old phone trying to fix. I've asked the creator to fix it. He fixes it. That's not what we're doing in 2023. Some of us don't need a fix, right? Some of us don't need a revitalization. We don't need a charge. I don't need to be fixed. I don't need to be charged up. I need a complete reset. I need a complete reset. Don't fix no old phone. I'm a brand new phone. It's a brand new system. This is brand new data. Okay? You got my SIM card. That's the only way you're going to see my old data is in my history. Because I'm a brand new, I'm resetting. I'm resetting my boundaries. I'm resetting my intentions, my expectations, my standards, my dreams, my goals. I'm resetting my behaviors, my routines. I am resetting my beingness. When I say reset, that's what you're going to say. New phone. Who is this? Who is this woman? Harpo? Who this woman? Who is this man? Who is this person? Who is this friend? I'm not coming to revamp my marriage or recharge my health. I am resetting it. I'm not going to remember my pain. I'm reflecting, responsibly reflecting. I'm not up in here trying to release no mountain of things from my whole life, and it is just causing me more anxiety and frustration. I'm reversing the release. All that can stay, right? The trauma, the pain, it can stay. I'm releasing myself. You know what? Stay as you are. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, grandmother. Stay as you are, ex, lover, friend, spouse. Stay as you are, Y'all stay. I'm leaving. You stay. I keep on trying to change you, move you. Stay, job. Y'all stay right where y'all are. I am releasing myself. Reverse the release. I'm trying to stay up in an argument or be in conflict in order to change and save the situation. I only need to change and save myself. And I will release. I will be released. And the same goes for the reset. You are not asking for a redo. We can't go back. Come on, people are saying I want to redo 2022. No, I don't. I don't want to redo it. I don't want to go back, same script, different cast. I don't want to relive it. I don't want to revise it. It is filed. Thank you, Creator. Many thanks for the blessings. Thank you for the covering. Thank you for the silver linings. It is filed away like the year before it. New. I am in a reset. I am in a reset. Stop trying to microwave your old life. You don't need no leftovers of who you were. Take the greatest parts of your recipe and make yourself something brand new. You owe it to yourself. The universe deserves it from you. The Creator deserves it. For the things that love you and stood by you and are with you, they deserve that from you. The best you, a new you, because we're growing. We're growing. I can't ungrow. Can't unsee. I can't unfeel. I can't unbe. So why am I trying to re-be? Refeel? No. Reset. Reset. So if you are joining me for my prayer and purge next week, that is what we're getting into. Reflect, release, reset. We are going to have 4 divine hours of purging, praying, and perfecting our greatness. Pouring into our great, perfect selves in order to touch and agree on 2023. It's going down, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this moment, working with me through all the shenanigans. Y'all heard what I said in the beginning. If you didn't, you go back in the beginning, because a Moment of Harmony has so many great things coming in 2023. Child, we done touch and agree. So we'll be moving forward. I love you all so much. Look, if I don't see you till next week at that prayer and purge, have a wonderful, safe, abundant, and beautiful happy new year. Happy Kwanzaa to those that's going to be turning up with me in Kwanzaa tonight. Y'all be blessed. Much love, lights. And I will see those that are in prayer purge next week in person. Blessings.